Frank, talk to Dave. We don't go in the media room. We're just going to talk to Dave right here. Yep.
Frank, it seemed like the game plan, at least early, was to really lock down on the Lawsons, which I thought you guys did. But then Crawford really started hitting. How hard was it to get a handle on Crawford going to the back door like that?
Yeah, he averages 20 points a game. You got to make sure your attention to detail with Lawson is what it needs to be. What hurt us was to start the game. They set the personality of the game, the way they attacked the rim. On offensive rebounding, off the dribble, they just came at us. And even though we had an early lead, the personality of the game, I did not like the way it was going, and it never changed. And that's why they shot 30 whatever free throws, and we shot 10 or whatever we shot. It's they were the physical team. They were the ones that attacked the rim. We never did, and they got the win.
Dwayne's been around, played a lot of minutes, and got a lot of wins. What do you say to a guy when he's struggling like he is right now, or do you say anything?
I'm not going to say anything to him. He's got to man up, put on his big boy pants, and grow up, and not pout. And he's got to make some shots.
Just looking at the overall non-conference schedule, Frank, you guys did load up aggressive. You finished 10-3. Are you satisfied overall with how, just as a whole, the non-conference season went?
Yeah, I mean, we were 10-3 my first year here with a strength of schedule of 340. So, we're 10-3 with a pretty good strength of schedule, playing a bunch of games away from home, and with one of the younger teams. I don't even know if it's in just the league, probably in the country too. And we got some self-inflicted wounds. There were Kim Felder's suspension earlier. We got Sindarius' suspension. It's hard to be consistent with your team when you got to deal with some self-inflicted wounds and injuries on top of that. So we got to keep working. We got young guys, and SMU just lost a couple days ago. They came home, they're pissed, they're on edge. Tubby wasn't having it. That was easy to see them the way they played, and now we have to respond coming off the loss the same way.
As always, Frank, the season comes down to the SEC. You guys start Wednesday, 18-game gauntlet. Just what do you say to your guys? If anything, they've all been through it. But
nothing. We signed up to play a whole season, and we know that those games were there. The non-conference are the ones we schedule every year. The league games are the ones that are there, and that's you play non-conference to get ready for your league. It's not a magic formula. Newt Rockney and all his speeches aren't helping us with any of these games that are coming up. It's every team's entering league play. League play's real hard. League play on the road is even harder. We got to be excited for who we are. Did we play well today? I thought we tried to play hard, didn't play well, couldn't score. We can't go home and cry, or then we're going to have one loss and we'll become two.
Frank, will Sindarius be back next game?
Ray and I are talking when I get back, and we'll see. We'll see. It's those are things that obviously we got to speak about privately and then make decisions accordingly.
And one last thing on Evan Henson. Will he be joining you for SEC play? Is that still kind of a wait and see depending on how he practices?
Yeah, the plan was for him to be with football till football was over. And, he came in and practiced and all that some, but then once they got into bowl game practices, everything was at the same time. So he couldn't be around as much, and his commitments to football, we understood it. Now it's over. He'll come over and start helping us out a little bit.
Frank, no, didn't go away. Happy New Year.